Okay, so in this video, we will learn how you can set up the Unity's OpenXR meta package in your simple Unity project. So this package is just the meta SDK equivalent to get mixed reality working in your Unity project. So the main thing which we are going to learn is, instead of directly using the mixed reality template from Unity Hub, if you want to set this thing up in a new project or maybe an existing project where you have been working with AR and now you want to convert it to a MR version as well. So how do you do that? So yeah, let's start from here. So we first have to install the Meta OpenXR. So it is the package which you can see in the package manager. It would need you to have a Unity 6, then AR Foundation 6.1.0 pre.4, or we need a newer version, and OpenXR plugin 1.14.0 or newer. Okay. So everything is available in the package. You just need to go to Unity and inside the package manager, go to Unity registry here in your Unity 6 and install them one by one. And just to be able to see the preview packages, open your project settings. I have marked my shortcut as Shift E, and go to package manager and see I have enabled show pre-release package versions. And actually I've already set up everything, so I would just be taking you through the entire process of setting it up. So let's see. So first thing which we need is AR Foundation, and go to version history and you click see other versions. So if you do not see the version which we want, we can click on see other versions anyways. So in that manner, it's going to show you every version available. And this, we want the latest one. So we have already installed, I have already installed this 6.1.0, which was the main requirement, 6.1.0. Pre is a previous package. 6.1.0 would be the main package, which is in like kind of an LTS version. So I've installed that thing. Yeah. So the next thing is the OpenXR plugin, and check again, go to version history, see other versions. It would show you the installed latest version on the top of always. So just download that. So it would be this, like an update button would be shown. Click on that. There is that thing. Okay, so we have Unity 6, we have installed OpenXR meta package, we have AR Foundation latest, and we have OpenXR plugin. So like all the packages which we need are already set up. Okay, now the next thing is we need to configure some project settings. So these are really quite simple. So we just need to go to our, again, project settings, go to XR plugin management, Android or Windows, whatever your platform is, and instead of Google AR Core, you would be setting OpenXR and MetaQuest feature group. Then go to OpenXR down in the left panel and select all the features which you want. So enable MetaQuest here. Then we know on anchors, and similarly just enable everything which you want. Okay. And we need to add an interaction profile. So add that thing. Similar stuff you can do in here. So that's there. Okay. Once you have done that, you need to go to your player settings. In the graphics APIs, just include Vulkan. And what's next? So we have added the feature groups. We have added Douglas Touch Controller profile for optimizing graphics. Again, we can go through the documentation one by one. The next step was going to settings, URP performant render asset. So this you can find in the project settings graphics, and you see this performant asset URP asset is there. So just click on that. Enable terrain, disable terrain holes, this thing, and HDR as it is shown in this there. Then you have to, in your renderer data settings, you have to disable post processing and set intermediate textures to auto. So for my mixed reality, I have created a duplicate of this AR renderer. So I just duplicated it, renamed it R, and just have disabled post processing and set the intermediate textures to 0. And in the URP asset, I have added it and set it as default. You can see that here. So that was about optimizing the quality settings. Now, the next thing is, how do you set up a new mixed reality scene? Okay. So to set up your scene quickly, let me tell you a quick shortcut. So you go to this link. This is the Unity AR Foundation samples, and inside assets and prefabs, you are going to find this ARF XR origin setup. Okay, this prefab file. You just go to this file and download it from here. Download a raw file, and you will get a file. Okay, get that prefab file. Now you just import it into your project. So in my project, I have imported it, and once you import it, it's going to show you that some scripts are missing inside it. So you just double click it, remove those missing scripts, save it, and you would be good to go. Now in your scene, create a new scene. You just need to drag and drop this like this. Okay, action manager, interaction manager, event system, yeah, everything is set up perfectly, everything. That's all. So that's all. That's how you set up your mixed reality scene. And from here, you can go forward to anywhere. So what I wanted for my version is that I wanted to have meshing enabled so that my environment in the collider planes are generated for all of my interact environment. So to enable that, I just had to add a child game object to the XR origin, and I added this component AR Mesh Manager. And you can tweak these settings. You can read about the documentation by clicking this thing. So you can just read the documentation here, and you have to create a mesh prefab again. So again, the documentation provides how you can do it. It's quite simple. So just create a plane, remove the mesh filter of the plane from there, and that's all. That's all you need actually. And yeah, your MR scene is set up. Your a normal Unity project is converted to MR. Like now you can just work with MR in this. Just be sure that you have to be creating a different branch, because as we checked it out already, our plugin management now uses OpenXR, not like Google AR Core. So if you are willing to take an Android build or an iOS build for your AR scenes, you have to create different branches for that to work it with mobile devices. But since this mixed reality is going to work with the headsets, MetaQuest specifically, so you have to create a different branch. You have to select OpenXR and do all of these settings. And that APK would run only on your MetaQuest headset. So this would be an entirely mixed reality branch. So yeah, that's all.